so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Please don't modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
It's so typical, visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid, I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change. These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all juk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north to the voice, get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away, then honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
That's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Please don't modest, that's so typical. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a donut, that's so typical. Tail like a god, that's so typical. Please don't modest, that's so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So don't cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
Don't make me watch you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, really, this is my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face? Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Legs up. 12, 12, 12. 11, empty.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. We can look at this Bronco defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently fourth toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Down the left sideline. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
It's early, but now it's a cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
180. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
180. 180 shot. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. That's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Mustang 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
18, 5 in.
In motion right is Austin. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow will throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on 1 throw.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Burrow on play action. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, can. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
60 Vikings.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to find Calvin Austin, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19, Cowboy 80. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown Broncos! David Njoku from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hot. 180. It's hot. Hut. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Hut.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Second down and 3.
79 Broncos. Release. Cougar 19.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Trap 50, trap 50. Trap all 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll drop this one off to Swift. A big gain of just a yard. And it's second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Let's go now. Ready? 70, Timberwolf.
Back to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Completes it to Austin. And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
60 Bobcats, 60, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Back to throw again. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll drop to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
The 46-yard line.
Ready?
Second and a couple.
Panther left. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right of the yard. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now it's Burrow. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
11.
Now Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown! Chase Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals. Warriors, 17.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Austin here in the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3.
Come on, come on.
Swift going to try at the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 11. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First
Okay,
down,
ready?
Broncos.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
19, Dragon 60.
Here's a second and 7. And that's out to the flat for Swift. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
70. Go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Bengals drive about to get going. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 49.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop. Stop.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Right back to Brown. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up
Big
on.
13. Big 13. 11.
Now it's Burrow. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll set up the throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover.
Here we go. Start.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Can. Start.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get set. Start.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give right side Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Here is 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Once again, it's Swift. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
If you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall.
Twisting my words and bringing up the past, baby, you know that you're better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never got involved if I knew I would get so attached. Promise that I would've never